Hi, this is Michael Orrell from MobileBurn.com, and my special guest today is the Samsung Fascinate for Verizon Wireless. This Android-powered Galaxy S class smartphone goes on sale on September 9th for $199.99 with a 2-year contract after a $100 mail-in rebate. So here's the Fascinate's box, fairly large, comes in this nice sleeve. Pretty high quality box, if you're into that kind of thing. Open it up here. There is the Fascinate. Nice and slim, simple design. Pull this open and see what we got inside. It's tips, hints, and shortcuts. Not much else. Got, of course, the micro USB cable, Samsung charger that you can use with that cable, or with a laptop or personal computer, of course. And that's it. So here's a Fascinate. It's a pretty simple looking device. You can see a black rim around the front face, 4-inch Super AMOLED display. I'll power that up later. It's 480 by 800 pixels. 10 millimeters thick. Nice simple design. Lanyard loop fixing point there. Volume control. Nothing too fancy there. Pry point for the rear cover. The microphone hole. On the right hand edge, all we've got here is the power and lock button. Up top, it's a little more interesting. There's a 3.5mm headphone jack and then the sliding cover for the micro USB port. On the back, if you can see it, it's a nice little grid pattern. It's a kind of a graphite color. You can see a LED flash for the 5-megapixel autofocus camera and a Galaxy S logo. A little bump here where the speaker grill is, so it's when it's sitting flat, it will still be able to be heard. I've removed the back so we can see the 1500 milliamp hour battery and the micro SD memory card slot. You can see we've got a 16 gig card preloaded. It's also worth noting that Verizon is going to be offering a massive 2200 milliamp hour battery and matching rear cover for $50. You can also buy other accessory covers for $20 each. And before I power it up, I just wanted to show you that the Verizon Fascinate is a little bit longer than the other devices. You can see this is a Samsung Vibrant for T-Mobile USA on the left hand side, and you can see chin just sticks out a little bit further here on the Fascinate. Slight difference on the back too, apart from the obvious lack of the flash on the T-Mobile version, is there's the bulge here at the bottom, and the Fascinate's perfectly flat on the back. So here's the Fascinate's unlock screen. Unlike the other ones, it defaults to the puzzle piece unlock mechanism. Nice looking system. Has a couple of different live wallpapers that we don't see on devices like the Vibrant. Go through the main menu quickly. It is user configurable. Everything comes in a alphabetic order by default, but then new applications like Google Voice, Advanced Test Killer, and Benchmark get added on to the end. You can see we can switch over to list mode, which is entirely alphabetic. A little bit long to go through though. Or when you're in grid mode, you can also edit. So we can, for example, take those new applications and move them over to a new panel, or just switch the order of some icons that are already there. You also have the option of customizing these shortcuts down at the bottom. For example, if you use Google Voice, you probably don't use the text messaging application too much, then you can move Google Voice down there. You can always just swap that back out though. Likewise, the home screens can also be configured. You can remove panels, add panels, and even change which panel is the home screen, something we don't have on the other Galaxy S devices. And now you see when I hit the home button, I come to this screen instead of this screen. I can go back and edit it and change that one to home, and you'll see when I hit the home button, it now goes back. Another thing that's new here on the Verizon version is if you long press the home button, instead of just getting lists of recently launched applications, you can actually launch an honest-to-goodness task manager, something you rarely ever find on an Android smartphone. You can easily end applications that are running that you don't need just to free up resources and just get an overall idea of what's going on. Samsung even provides a little bit of help on how to get rid of background applications to save battery life. I'm going to drop into the settings here so you can see some other changes. Nice colorful setting screen, something we don't see on the other devices. Works in landscape and portrait mode, and I'm just going to skip on down to the phone storage thing so you can see we've got a 16 gig card installed, and there's a 14.5 gig free and 1.5 gigabytes free of internal storage. This is a different configuration than you see on the AT&T Captivate or T-Mobile's Vibrant. Jump down to About Phone so you can see the software we're running and everything like that. You can see it's Android 2.1 Update 1. You notice the nice WeatherBug weather clock widget that comes preloaded on the device. Take a look at some of the other Samsung widgets. Bunch of different clocks here. Buddies Now, which I'll show you briefly, and Feeds and Updates. And there's the WeatherBug weather clock there. So that's the feeds and updates, so it gives you a quick look at Twitter, Facebook, and MySpace feeds. If you want to get rid of a widget, long press it, drag it down to the trash can. Also Buddies Now, it's a cool looking little way to add a widget full of your favorite contacts, and also gives you some status updates there. Phone comes with a number of different wallpapers preloaded, including a decent array of live wallpapers, animated wallpapers. You can see a couple here. Including the familiar Nexus 1. There's a gallery of still photos for wallpapers as well. There's also a bunch of standard Android widgets, including the new Microsoft Bing client for Android. You're currently only seeing this on Verizon devices, but the company has said that we'll see it on other non-Verizon Android smartphones in the future. We jump over into the Bing client, give you a quick look at what it does. It tries to replace a lot of the Google functionality you've seen on other devices. Image searching. You'll notice the swipe text input. So here's a bunch of Samsung related images. Movies. Bing Maps does very much what you would see in Google Maps. There's no multi-touch zooming at this point, but you do have layers, for roads versus satellite and hybrid views as well. Local searching. Want to find restaurants or things in your area. Say I wanted to find a bagel place in the area. Quickly comes up with Einstein Brothers, which is right down the road from me. News. Not much more than a RSS feed. And you can actually get directions from the mapping service. Now it's worth noting that you can still go through and install the regular Google clients. This is the Android market. I can search on Google Maps here, and I can still install Google Maps just like you would find on most other Android devices. And like its Google counterpart, the searching has automatic prediction. You can see there, mobile burn comes up right there. You can also do voice search, mobileburn.com. And there it goes. First result is mobileburn.com.